Hey, what's up guys, back again with another video in the Spigot series. This time I'm going to show you how to use we know a lot now. We know how to make a bunch of stuff. We made the band GUI plugin last episode. So this episode we're going to make a plugin in which you use an API or another person's plugin within your plugin. So it's a dependency, right? So I went ahead and started making this new project here. And as you can see here, of course, you can have all this stuff. You can fill in the descriptions, websites, authors, stuff like that. And down here you can see that one of the options is a depend option. So this is where you would put a list of plugins that you're going to use within your own plugin, okay? So in this episode we're going to be using the action bar API, so I might type that there, but to just show you how to do it manually, the normal way, I'm not going to type it, okay? But that's just how you, where you would put it in case you want to do that whenever you start making the plugin. But anyway, so we're going to click next here and finish making the plugin. So we're going to call it API plugin because of course I'm showing you how to make an API. And yeah, so if you don't know what an API is, if you're a head ass, then basically an API is, well, I already said it kind of, but it's a plugin that someone else made that they allow you to use basically, or they allow you to use the methods within that plugin. So for example, you're trying to make a plugin where you have to spawn a bunch of animals, right? And it takes a lot to code all of that, right? It takes maybe an hour to code all of that, right? It would actually be easier to use someone else's plugin that does the same exact thing. They let you use their plugin, and then all you need to do is call upon the method that they made that's going to be able to spawn those animals, okay? It's very simple. And so in this episode, I'm going to show you how to use the action bar API, which is a very simple API. It allows you to spawn an action bar, above the player's hotbar, okay? And if you don't know what an action bar is, I'm going to go ahead and put a picture up on the screen for you so you can see what it is. So yeah, there's a bunch of APIs. You have the action bar API, you have the title API, the tag API, bountiful API, and if you don't see all the APIs on Spigot, just click resources, then let that load. Then you want to go down to bucket, then you want to go down to libraries/APIs, and then here you're going to have all the APIs. And if you want to see, of course, all the popular ones, the ones that are really good, then you click this and then click rating. And now you can see all of the most popular APIs in order, okay? And Vault is a very popular one. So anyway, let's go back to our action bar API and download it so that we can use it within our plugin. So make sure you click download, of course, download it, and then move it to somewhere that you want to, put it. Just make it somewhere, and make sure you remember where you put it, of course, obviously. So I'm going to put it on my desktop on my other screen, so you do that if you want to. And so I'm going to come back here, and now we enable auto import, of course, and I'm going to get rid of this crap here. Okay, so the first thing you want to do now that your plugin is made, you want to open up your file structure, of course. Open all this garbage up. Then you want to import the plugin, right? So we can go to File, Project Structure. Then we're going to go to Libraries, which is going to be all your APIs. So Libraries API is kind of the same thing, pretty much. Now you want to import it, so click plus, then Java. And when you click Java, it's going to allow you to, find the file that you just downloaded and select it, okay? So like I said, I put it on my desktop, so I'm going to click this icon here that's going to take you to your desktop, and you can go ahead and find it. Hopefully you don't see my porn stash. Just kidding. Now you want to find it. Of course, I found it here, so I selected it, so click that, and then click OK, and then click OK again, and there we go. So now that's going to import that, click Apply, and then click OK now. So now that we've imported it with IntelliJ, we can go ahead and actually use it within our project. So what we can do here is go ahead and make a new event. You don't have to if you don't want to. You can use it wherever you want, of course. But what I'm going to do here is make an event. So whenever the player joins the server, an action bar is going to pop up, or a message on the action bar is going to pop up saying welcome to the server, okay? So that's just the example I'm going to use. So we're going to go ahead and type an event here. So we're going to call it join events. So again, when the player joins, it's going to, say that. So implements listener, boom, import that, of course. So now you want to event handler. Make sure you have these. So public void on player join. Then of course player join events. We've done this one before. Pretty simple. And then now we can go ahead and use the plugin. So the events. So whenever the player joins, we want to send them a message on their action bar. So we can go ahead and reference the API that we just installed. So if you want to use the API, you can call upon its name. So you can do action bar API. And as you can see here, it pops up because we imported it, so now it's within our project, technically. So we can, type that in, and then dot, and now you have access to all of these methods that the API provides. As you can see here, there's basically 2 methods, and then, there's an overridden version of each method, so kind of like 4 methods total. But yeah, so these are all the different methods that we have. You have send action bar to a single player, and then you have send action bar to all players. Pretty interesting. So we're going to do send action bar to this player here. So we're going to go ahead and say, well, we need to provide the player as a parameter here, as you can see here, because it wants to know where to send the action bar to, and we have to provide the player. So e.getPlayer. So this is going to be the player that joined the server. So we're getting the player from the event, and then the next parameter is going to be the message that you want to send the player, right? And you can use colors inside of this. So we can do check color. We'll do green. That's fine, and then we'll say welcome to the server. Pretty simple, and of course you can also provide a duration, okay? And so we're gonna wait on that, but if you want to do that, you can do that, okay? So that's how you do that. So we can go ahead and run this now if we want to, but first we actually before we run this, we need to import it. So we're gonna go back here and do get server, there we go, lowercase g, of course, get plugin manager, register events, new, join events, and then this, right? That's all you need to do, except we also need to do the plugin.yml. So what we need to do here is provide the dependencies that we have, added to our project, right? So that's going to be what plugins we're using within our own plugin, okay? So in this case, we're using the Action Bar API plugin, so we're going to go ahead and use that, or put that here in the dependencies, okay? So depend, you could put it here, so we could say Action Bar API, and then if you want to add another one, you could do comma, and then add another name there if you want to, okay? I'm pretty sure that's how that works, but yeah, that's how you add one. So Action Bar API is now added to our dependencies. So there's actually another one you could use. It's called soft depend. So soft depend, it's pretty much the same thing. You would put it like this if you want to. But yeah, it's gonna be pretty much the same thing, except that whenever you use depend is for whenever you have a plugin that has to be used within your plugin for the plugin to work, okay? So this plugin that we're using here is essential to our plugin's functionality, so we have to use the depend keyword, okay? Now, if the plugin is just an addition to your plugin, if it's not actually really needed to make your plugin work, then you would use a soft depend because it's not crucially needed for your plugin to work, okay? So that's when you would use a soft depend, but in this case, our plugin is using the Action Bar API within the events here, so it really needs it to work, okay? So that's why we're going to use depend instead of soft depend, and that should be it. So we can go ahead and compile this plugin. So open up Maven and then click play, and now it's going to compile everything and put it within our target folder, okay? So what I'm going to do here is go ahead and move it into our plugin folder. We got a error, it seems, possibly. And the reason we get this error is because we did not import our library, our API, into our pom.xml. And our pom.xml is going to keep track of everything, all our dependencies and everything, okay? So we need to actually add it here. So what we can do here is, there's going to be a link in the description for you to the code for today's episode, so make sure you check it out. It's going to have what we have here. I'm about to paste it, so I'm going to copy this on my other screen. Then I'm going to paste it here, okay? And so what this is, it's the code that's going to be able to tell our Maven where our dependency is located, okay? So this is just a template, meaning that it's going to be different depending on what plugin you're using as a dependency, of course. But I'm using the Action Bar API, so I'm pretty much good to go. But except that it wouldn't be Action API, it would probably be just Action Bar API, right? And so the only thing we need to change here probably is just the name, which is, already good to go, and then the version, we already have that, that's good to go. And then now finally you want to choose where the file is located, okay? So you can do that by clicking here, and then click this little, light ball, and then click choose file. So then you can go ahead and choose the jar for the plugin that you want to import, right? So click OK here, and then now it's going to be imported from my desktop where I have it stored. And so now this dependency should be active, okay? So now we can go ahead and compile this, and we should not get an error. So let's hopefully see that it works. Alright, it looks good to me, so it works. It says done, build success, and then now we can go ahead and open up our target folder here, and then show an explorer. And then now we can copy the plugin that we just created, API plugin, and move it into our server folder, and then click run.bat, or double click it, whatever. And then now our plugin's going to start up, and I'll be right back. Alright guys, I'm back here, and if you did it with me, you can see that you might have got this error here. It says cannot load plugin, the name of the plugin within the folder plugins, and it says unknown dependency exception, Action Bar API, so it cannot find the Action Bar API. So that is just because you do not have the plugin that you just added to your dependencies within the folder, right? Because the plugin that you just created is going to depend upon the Action Bar API, right? Because you're depending on it, right? So whenever you do not have the Action Bar API plugin within your plugins folder, then it's not going to work because it needs it to work, right? So it's going to get this error here, and the plugin won't work. So what you need to do here is add it and then reload, and now it's good to go. Okay, so that's what I did. I added it, and so now it should be good to go. So I'm going to rejoin, and then if it worked, if I join, it should say welcome to server, because of course I added that. So now that it says welcome to the server, as you can see at the bottom, right? So that's pretty cool. Hopefully you like that. That's a very simple way of adding a API dependency to your project, to your plugin, so that you can use other people's APIs and plugins within your own plugins. Really cool. You can use plugins like, the ones I showed you, and then also World Edit, Vault, a bunch of stuff. Okay, so that's actually pretty much it. If you have any questions about this, I'll be glad to help you. Also, if you don't want them to get the error every time they do not have the dependency plugin within their folder, what you're going to need to do is add some code to check and see if the plugin is within the plugins folder before it does anything, okay? Hopefully that makes sense, but if you want to see anything like that, I'll show you how to do that. So just let me know if you want to see that, so we can check and see and all that fun stuff, okay? So yeah, like I said, that's pretty much it. If you like this video, leave a like. And if you have any questions, I'll be glad to help you. There's a comment section below. You can leave a question. I'll be glad to help you. I just said that twice, but oh well. And also we have a Discord link it's in the description also, so make sure you check it out. And then finally, we have all the code from today's episode also in the description. It's actually just this POM template that I want you to use, so just use that if you need it. So yeah, it's going to be in the description, right? So yeah, if you like this video, leave a like. If you want to see more, subscribe, and peace.